Hey everyone, my name is Courtney Budzyn and this is What's for Din. Today I'm going to be showing you how I like to make my version of a healthy homemade chili. There's several different ways of making chili and everyone always has their own rendition. There's a sweet chili that you can use like sugar in, or there's more of like a saltier chili that uses a lot more tomatoes and more of like an Italian seasoning kind of thing. But today I'm going to show you how I do a balance in between the both so it's the best of both worlds. So let's go over the ingredients. Okay, so we're gonna need some ground beef, and I have here some grass-fed ground beef, so it makes for a tastier beef. Onion, red pepper, green pepper, garlic. I use a lot of garlic. If you don't wanna use that much, you don't have to, but I like garlic. Chopped up Italian parsley, some red wine. This is also optional. You don't have to use wine if you don't want to. Some diced tomatoes, beef stock. Then I have here some drained and rinsed black beans and red kidney beans. You can use any beans you want, but this is what I like to use. Then with a blend of spices, we have chili powder, garlic powder, red pepper flakes, paprika, cayenne pepper, cumin, and a lot of Italian seasoning because you know how much I like it. Salt and pepper to taste. And we might not need to use it, but I always have olive oil right next to me just in case I need a little bit more of an oil to saute everything in. So let's go over to the stove and get to a cooking. So the first step, you just want to brown your beef all the way through and then drain off the excess liquid. Now what I did was I started off with a cold pan and cold meat. And so doing that helps to crumbleize the meat down to a very tiny little crumble, and that's what you want. So cook this all the way through until it's all brown, and then drain it off if there's a lot of extra fat. Okay, my beef is nice and browned up, and I don't know if you can see because of the steam, but that's what it looks like. But you can see all that juice dripping off of it. I do not want that much fat. That is way too much. It's okay to leave a little bit, but I mean, look at all that. You can probably see, oh, it all fell. But it's just too much, so I'm gonna drain that. Okay, now we're gonna just season our beef with a little bit of salt because you wanna season every single layer, and some pepper. Okay, and now to that, I'm gonna add all my vegetables. So my onion, green pepper, whoop. Get in there, get in there. You too. Green pepper, and our red pepper, our garlic, Italian parsley. Just look at those colors, man. Woo! Pretty. Okay, mix that all together. So you want to soften these vegetables. So let them cook down until you can see that they've softened up a lot. Look how crumbly that meat is. See how much of a crumbleization you get when you put it in the pan cold? So I'm going to let this cook down and I'll show you what it looks like when it's there. Alright, now that these have been cooking just for a little bit, I'm going to help speed up the process by adding my seasonings now. So my salt, again, even though I already added it, like I said, seasoning every layer is important. Pepper. And then I'm going to add all my seasonings now. So all of those, the chili powder and the red pepper flakes, garlic, adding all that now. Ooh, does that smell good. Now to that, I'm going to add my red wine. This is optional, you don't have to do that, but it just adds a little added kick. And then we're just going to let that cook so we can get the alcohol out of it. Okay, our wine has had a chance to cook out. And so to that, we are going to add my diced tomatoes. Give that a good mix. Okay, and I turned up my heat because I'm getting ready to start simmering it. And I'm going to add my beef broth. Beef broth, beef broth. Say beef broth 4 times fast, see if you can do it. And then my beans. Give this a good stir. Oh, look at that. Now once again, I'm gonna add a little bit more salt because my beef broth is not salted. The tomatoes weren't salted, so you have to really season every layer. Otherwise, it's gonna come out kind of bland. Okay, and we're gonna let this simmer for about an hour. If you can let it simmer for 2 hours, then do it because it's going to taste way better. The longer you simmer this, the better it tastes. You can even let it simmer on low all day long. it'll taste even better. We're gonna let this simmer and we'll check back in with you when it's where I want it. Okay, it was simmering for about an hour and it looks incredible. Take a look. Whoa! Woo! It's hot. It's hot. Oh yeah, just look at that. The longer you simmer it too, the thicker it will be. Oh yeah. And I like to put some cheese, some sharp cheddar cheese on top, some red onion, freshly chopped, and some sour cream, steaming up the sides of the bowl. It's just so rich, but it's not overpowering. Like a lot of chilies, it's too sweet, it's too salty, but it's right in between. So it's just absolutely perfect in my opinion. So I want to eat this. It's snowing like crazy outside. I'm going to grab a cozy blanket and a sweatshirt, cuddle up with my husband, and have some chili. With that being said, please subscribe to my channel because I have way more recipes. Please like this video and share it with your family and friends. And if you did try this recipe, please let me know in the comments below how you liked it. And we will see you in the next video. Bye!